Hey guys, this is Brian Niederhouse of Smarter Networker, and it is the 2nd of January 2013, and we are really excited about this new year. I'm sure you've got some outrageous goals set for yourself and your home-based business as well. And I want to talk to you today about a tool that I believe can really help you, and that is the Danny Johnson script book. This is a industry leading publication that has been out there now for a few years and has truly helped thousands and even tens of thousands of people accelerate the growth and the success of their business. Now, the reason this thing is so successful is because there's like 25 or 30 scripts in there for all kinds of different situations. And the biggest challenge I think that a lot of people have with their home-based business is making those first phone calls. I remember when I first got started in business almost 20 years ago, I was terrified to pick up the phone. I had just gone through a Danny Johnson training. I got to go to some Danny Johnson trainings right off the bat when I got started almost 20 years ago. I got excited about doing a home presentation in my house. I needed to talk to some people, and I was just terrified to do it. But I finally got over my fear. I read the script to some of my best friends, to 9 friends, in one afternoon, just 3 hours before my home presentation was supposed to happen. I had procrastinated so long, absolutely terrified to talk to these people. These were quality contacts, people that were salespeople for Nike and Adidas. They were people that had just retired from a successful corporate career and were looking for a home-based business. And I was just terrified to call them for some reason. And really, a lot of it came down to not knowing what to say and getting worried about whether or not they're going to ask me questions and if I'd get all messed up and trying to figure that out. And so we had some scripts. It wasn't all pretty in a nice little book like this. We had literally Xerox copies of scripts that Danny had trained us on. And I just used one of the scripts. And in fact, it's in this book. It's called The Opinion Script. I just asked people if they would come take a look at what I was doing, something I was excited about, and give me their opinion before I got too far involved with it. And of course, everybody wants to give you their opinion. And so 8 out of the 9 people that I invited showed up for my home presentation just 3 hours later. That's amazing. And that was almost 20 years ago when we didn't have, conference calls as often. We didn't have DVDs online and ways you could show the business more quickly. We had to actually get together face to face in a living room somewhere and do the business that way. And a lot of people still do it that way, which is awesome. But there's all kinds of other ways to do the business as well. And there's a script in here for everything. So the biggest fear that you might have is talking to people. And if that's the case, then you need to know what to say. What would a professional say in order to get their business to get rolling and to really accelerate their growth? And what would Danny Johnson say? Well, those answers are right here in the script. And not only is it just scripts in here, there's a lot of scripts in here, but there's also a whole bunch of information on the mindset that you should have when you're talking to people. What are you thinking when you're talking to that person, and what are they hearing that may be coming through your body language or the tone of your voice or whatever, that's not in your words, but actually still getting to your prospect. And some of those kinds of mentality issues are in here as well, which is pretty cool. Also, included with the script book is an amazing 2 CD set that actually has Danny Johnson explaining live how to do these scripts and how to read the scripts and how she would read the scripts, which is really powerful. So you can get an example of an expert who's done thousands and thousands and thousands of script readings, and just how well she does it. And she does role play with people. She helps people, improve their skills right on these CDs. So you get to hear that. These are some recordings of some live trainings that she has done on different events and things. And so some powerful stuff to help you really get over what I know is a big fear for some people, and maybe not a great skill for other people. If you're willing to talk to anybody and everybody, but you're still not really getting the results you want, maybe these scripts would be exactly what you need. And I know for sure they've worked for me. I did another video you might have seen called A Month with Danny Johnson. That was pretty fun, and all about reading scripts and going through the script book. And then really she was sitting right next to me for almost an entire month as I read through the script book to my list of names, and some pretty fun stuff there. But where do you get this script book? There's several places you can get this. With Smarter Networker, you can go to just the product button at the top of the Smarter Networker page. If you're already participating in the 30-day boot camp, you can get plugged in the members area area and order it right from that spot, and we'll send it out to you right away. Also, you can get it if you're watching this video on YouTube. To the right-hand side, there's a little button that says buy the script book, and there's an opportunity for you to do that right there. So plenty of places you can get this, but I really believe this is a tool that every single person should have for their own personal use, as well as for the people within their sales force. If you have a larger team, got some trainings going on, maybe you've got 5, 10, 15, 100 people showing up on a Saturday or something like that for a training, make sure you get a bunch of these so that you can promote this to the teammates and let them get their script books as well and get them onto a little bit faster success. I believe this is the difference between an amateur and a professional in the level of success you're going to have in your business. This is a big piece of that puzzle right there. So get a hold of your script book. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It takes the burden off of what to say, and just find the one that you get excited about and plug in with it. The other thing I love about it, and this is my last point, is that really as you start to read through these script books, it kind of gets, you absorb it, and so when you're out and about talking to people, the words just kind of come out of your mouth, and so you don't have to worry about how do you get excited about a person you might be talking to at the grocery store. How do I get that person into my business? Well, there's a script for that, and pretty soon that language will just start being a part of you, and it'll just start coming out of your mouth naturally, and you'll start talking like a professional, and that's when your business really takes off. So get a hold of a script book and see what it does for your business. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.